more of those. Bringing the palms up heart center and bowing your chin to your fingertips now. Gently open the eyes. And inhale, we'll start by bringing the arms up overhead. Touch the palms if you can and look up. Exhale, pushing the palms lightly together. Draw the hands down the midline to your heart. And repeat. Inhale, opening up the sides of your waist. Looking up. Exhale, drawing down midline. One more inhale. And exhale. On your next time, reaching the arms up, reach them up overhead. And then take your left hand down to the left side, reach your right arm up and over towards the left, and root down through your right sitting bone to find that lengthening through the waist. You might take your right hand behind your head as you roll the right elbow back. You might even bend your left elbow a bit as you lengthen out the sides of your waist more, breathing into that right side. Inhale, come back to center, reach the arms up. And then bring the right hand down to the right, reach the left arm up and over towards the right, so the left side of your waist gets a bit longer here. Inhaling. Exhaling. Keeping a soft expression in the face, relaxing your jaw. Inhaling. And exhaling. Come on, back up to center. Reach your arms forward and up. Or take a little twist. Take your right hand to your left knee and your left hand behind you or on your lower back. Tipping your pelvis forward, lengthen out to the crown of your head. Keep a slight tone of the belly as you start to wrap around the spine, turning to the left. Inhale. Exhale. A few more like this. Come on, back to center. Inhale, reach those arms up. Place your left hand onto your right knee and your right hand behind you, and inhale, lift. Exhale, rotate to the right. Inhale. Center and reach the arms up once again. And bring the palms down to heart center. Good, we'll take some seated cat and cow with the hands on the knees. Inhale, lift your chest up. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Few more like this. Nice. Come back up to neutral here, and then we're going to start to take some hip circles, some hip grinds. So I recommend the hands on the thighs, lift up through your waist, open up through your side body. As you exhale, use your hands and traction to help you steer forward and to the left, and back up to center. Inhale to come down across the center to the left. Exhale to back center. Take a few more like this. If you feel dizzy or lightheaded with these movements, you can always omit them or let them be a bit slower. Once you come back up to center, take a full breath in. And out we go to the left. Inhale up. Center to the left. 3 more. Two more. One more. And then come back up to neutral. Just take a moment for your head to settle. We'll take the left ear to the left shoulder for a nice release in the right side of the neck. You have the option to tent your right fingertips and land with your hip, pushing them down. And then turn your chin down to the left side of your chest and breathe. Roll your chin down to your chest, making the right ear come to the right side and bringing the left hand in line with the hip. Press down, lift up, tip the right ear to the right shoulder. And you can turn your chin down to the right, making it a little bit deeper in the left side of that neck. Breathing in here. Roll your chin down to your chest, tipping the head back. And sigh out the mouth. Fantastic. From there, we'll come onto our hands and the knees, so you can transition off of your block if you're sitting on one, taking it off to the left-hand side. From there, from your tabletop position, go ahead and find regular cat-cow. Inhale, hips back, chest forward, lift up. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, lift into cow position. Exhale, round into cat. Fantastic. Now from there, step your right foot to your right thumb. I like to take a block beneath my left knee, just for some padding, and additional blocks for the hands so the shoulders can stay more into their sockets. From there, you can go ahead and walk your right foot forward and line at the front of the mat. Shift your hips back and lift your right toes off the ground. Half splits. Walk the blocks back more underneath the shoulders as you push your right heel forward, spread the toes, and then push back through your left toes, whether they're tucked or if they're untucked is up to you. From there, lift up more to the crown of your head, sighing it out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Coming forward, drag your right heel back so you can find your lunge position. And now we'll start to build a bit of a lunge. So you can lift your left knee off the ground, step your left foot a little more forward. And as you cinch the right thigh, you can also stay in low lunge or come onto your hands on your right thigh. Come onto those left toe mounds and reach the arms out and up as much or as little as you like. And then sitting into crescent pose, Anjaneyasana. You can also take your hands behind the head if you like and lift up more through your sternum for a deeper back bend. exhale, place the palms down to the mat or your blocks. Place the left knee on the ground. Good. And then you can slide your right leg back. Shift your block beneath your right knee if it's available. And step your left foot forward into the base of your lunge to start. And then scooch your left foot forward and up to the middle. And staying in this kind of dragon lunge for a few breaths. You can determine if you want your left knee more forward or a bit pulled back. Your skeletal variation will play a big part in how your body needs to be for it to feel optimal to your practice. And then we'll start to bring our hips back in space, walk the blocks back, and lift the left toes off the floor as you keep the left heel down and push it forward and send the hips further back, but lift the chest up at the same time, finding Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits on the left side. And then inhaling, slowly return back into your lunge base. Option 1, staying in your low lunge. Option 2, lifting your right knee off of your block or your mat and keeping that active hug of the thighs in to stabilize your pelvis floor and your low back. Then you can walk your hands up your left knee, left thigh, and you might stay here. This is a beautiful variation. You can stay right there. Or reach your arms out any amount. Maybe they stay here with the elbows bent, more in a cactus shape. Keep your belly firm, support your low back, lift up to the front of the head, and then you can reach your arms forward and up toward the ceiling if you like. Deep breath in. And out. Breathe in. And out. Place your palms down to the floor or to your blocks. Lower your right knee down as well. And then you can start to bring the left leg back. Bring yourself back to a tabletop position here. And then settle into a child's pose, Balasana. Your knees wide, big toes touching. Bring your palms forward. And then you can settle your forehead down to the ground. Now walk your hands off your mat to the left. You might come onto your floor. Rest your forehead either on the mat or your right side of your face and your biceps so you have a bit more support there. And breathe into your right hip and armpit, into your lungs. Come on back to center. Walk yourself over to the right side, off the mat maybe, and finding your forehead down or resting your head and cheek in your left bicep. And breathe. Inhale, come on back to center, making your way to tabletop position. And then from there, we'll start to shift our weight into a deer position. So to come to deer from tabletop, drag your right knee to your right wrist and turn your right shin face anywhere from parallel or slightly inward from the front of the mat. Coming onto your right hip and thigh fully. So you come into a more of a deer kind of sprawled leg position. You can have your angles of your shins parallel or anywhere from parallel to fully bent and compact. So it's really going to depend on your compression in your bones and joints and your fascial layers, tissues, depending on what feels right for you. So what I like doing is, you can do this without props, but if you have a bolster, take the bolster underneath your forearms here to help you stay up a bit higher. And if you need additional support for your forehead, you can always take a block on the bolster and support your forehead like that, which might make it a little bit more pushy and supported for you to settle into for a short period of time. Using this as an opportunity to dive further inward. Taking another breath here before we switch sides. To release the posture safely, you can come up to your palms, lifting up. And then shift your body weight onto your right hip and take your left leg forward. And then you can lift your weight onto your left thigh, taking your left leg to the front and your right leg to the back of the back leg stone. And then we'll set up for the second side of our deer shape. So if you have that bolster and you found it was helpful for you on the first side, please take that. And then same goes for the block. But our sides are not always the same, right? So if you need to shift and find your skeletal variation for the left side, please take that. It's your body. Your body will know what it feels right or what it might need to accommodate or adjust to your own needs. Using my offerings as a guide, as a suggestion. Whatever fluctuations of the mind, the vrittis, if they come in through thoughts or feelings, sensations, don't push them away, but try not to attach to them either. Just let them be, let them float around, and they shall pass. And we can hopefully increase the time that we have between them so we can continue to settle in further. Yin and restorative-based practices invite us to explore our humility and our acceptance of ourself, letting go of attachment and ego. Also derives from the kleshas, the 5 poisons of the body. Breathing into that space, sighing out. releasing your block and your bolster for a moment to come up to your spine, neutral spine. Shift your body weight to your left hip and take your right leg out in front and your left leg out in front so they come over top of your bolster or your rolled up towel or blanket. And then taking your chip foam block or another pillow to sit on top of it. And then taking the soles of the feet together, knees wide, so supported by the bolster. And if you have your foam blocks, you can place them on the insteps of your feet, or on the inner arches of the feet, sorry. And then you can lower your forehead down on your blocks for a restorative, gentle rendition of Baddha Konasana, butterfly. Breathing into the roundedness of your spine between the vertebrae. And inhale, come on back to center, lifting up one vertebra at a time. Place your blocks at the front of the mat and the bolster off to the right, near to the back of the mat. As you slide off of your chip foam and place the block on top. If you have an eye covering of any kind, you can always take that nearby you as well. As we come onto the forearms, rolling down one vertebra at a time onto our backs. Let your feet come as wide as the mat and let your knees fall in the touch. Now, if you have a bolster available or even a block, place your bolster between your thighs, like so. Lift your knees up and let them fall to the left for a reclined two-knee twist. We'll be here for about 5 breaths in this first side. Let your gaze look up to the left or maybe to the right, which might be a little bit deeper, so be mindful of that in your own mobility. Inhale back to center, hug the knees for a moment. And let the knees fall over to the right. Inhale. And exhale. Back to center, hug the knees in. release the bolster beneath your knees and stretch out your legs for Shavasana. If you want to add a chip foam block beneath your head as a headrest, that's always optional. Might work, might not work for your neck and your head. And then if you have an eye cover of any kind, you can apply that gently over the forehead without causing any harm to the eyes. Take one more full body breath. And let it go. Slowly begin to bring more attention to your breath. Sighing through the mouth. Flickering through the hands and the feet, waking up any static energy. Maybe removing your eye cover if you took one. Releasing your bolster as you hug the knees into your chest. Rolling over to your left side into fetal position. Gently using your right hand to come up to sit. And crossing the legs as you wish. And bringing your palms to heart center. Sit into the power and the contrasts of yin and yang energy in the spirit and the heart. The mind and the body have an ability to meet each other in the middle and to support equally what the other is needing more or less of. Take an inhale to Om. Thank you so much for making the time in your day to give back to yourself. Until next time, namaste.